put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to the Tobago Updates morning show, coming to you here live from the Port Mall in Scarborough, Tobago. In this segment this morning, Thursday, we are joined by Kleon McPherson, CEO and founder of RE Promotions, and we're speaking this time around about the 8th annual charity initiative. Now, if you know Kleon any at all, and he give us a little insight. This young gentleman certainly making his contribution here to Tobago far and wide. And as I always extend the commendations, not just in the industry, in the entertainment, and to be able to engage you, but really seeking to continue to lend that helping hand at taking up that social responsibility. Good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning, Julian. Good morning.
All right. So, you know, we have you on this morning, and we're speaking once again about the 8th annual charity initiative. And I feel like if you don't know about RE Promotions, I don't know where you were living, but we will still give our viewers, for the benefit of those who probably need to be reminded. I want you to start in terms of just giving a little insight into, you know, the genesis and what continues to be the foundation. Who is RE Promotion?
Right. So RE Promotion means Ripple Effect Promotions, right? We usually tend to deal with, in terms of, as you stated, the entertainment industry. But we have been branching off where we're trying to assist in terms of with the community. And we have been doing the 8th annual charity, well, obviously for 8 years now. And as it marks 2023, we have assisted over 1,000 students.
All right. And when we speak assistance, I want you to give us a little highlight. Where would this have started? And where are you at now? Because I know the initiative has evolved to be able to respond to those needs, which become more and more expensive as the years go by.
So what we do in terms of back-to-school packages, school bags, various stationaries. But as you talk about in terms of evolving, there would have been the time in terms of COVID where we provided, various tablets and electronic items in that sense, right? As you said too, I mean, things have been, a little challenging because obviously prices of various school items would be raising, but we are still committed to serving the Tobago students where, underprivileged students where they need these items, and we continue from strength to strength.
All right. I want you to give us a little insight for persons looking on, and saying, this is something I think I really want to support, but they may not necessarily be into the entertainment side, coming out and participating and so on. How do they contribute to an initiative like this?
Well, we have the flyer where we had in terms of our contact number, where if, you want to donate in terms of stationery or school items as well. Well, at this point, we have met our quota or max, but we definitely usually have students come in last minute, and we don't really turn away anyone. We try to assist where possible and where need be. So there's the flyer that has the contact number. You could find us on Facebook or even Instagram at RE Promotions. And, you could message the page or even call the number if you want to contribute.
And I want to say, it's never too late to make that contribution, because I've seen scenarios where even after the distribution happens, I call Kleon and I say, hey, you have somebody else in the situation here, and you've got to respond to the needs. So don't be afraid. Remember to make that contribution. You know that it's going to a good place indeed. Let's chat a little bit about this year's distribution that's taking place. I know it happens today. Give us a little insight into your target and how many you're looking at this year.
So it's today. It starts at 5 p.m. at Shaw Park. We're looking to assist close to 100 students with various items. What we usually do is pre-package the items before. So it depends on the age, from preschool up to secondary school. And obviously we would cater to in terms of their various needs and that kind of thing. We not only assist in terms of general students, but also special needs. So children in terms of with autism and Down syndrome, we also try to assist where we could. Over the past years, we would have assisted persons that would have maybe even gone through domestic situations, fire, persons that at the end of the day necessarily underprivileged, but would have gone through a traumatic situation where they need that kind of boost or where they need that kind of help. At the end of the day. Yeah.
All right. So certainly, once again, that's happening this time around. How many you said you look at that's the target?
Well, basically 100. Basically 100 students this year, but I already know it would increase. So we always try to do a little above that because we always have the, probably the last minute persons reaching out to us, and we always try to assist where necessary.
Tell us about the team that works with you in terms of providing that level of support. I know you always remind when the kudos and the commendations come.
Yeah, we
Well,
have.
Skeete is not a one-man team.
Yeah. Now we have
Tell
some.
us a little bit about that hard-working team.
Yeah, we have some engine room players. We have Mel. She, one of the backbones. We have Bevon, Ladana, Kimmy, guy Bucky. Some other fellas there that always assist. Akim, Mona as well, who does the various stuff that need to be done. So everyone knows when things come into play that we're time to function. So yeah.
So, and I always have to commend you for the fact, RE Promotions, again, recently held the last successful initiative would have been the Plymouth Juve in terms of the band and so on.
Right.
You seem to be able to bring that blend between your team and, in fact, beyond your team, persons. When we play hard,
Yeah.
but when we work, we are working hard. How important do you feel that is in terms of that reminder of the importance to be able to give back?
Well, the thing about it is basically twofold because we have been participating in the Plymouth Juve for probably about nearly 12 years now. And then we already try to bring that kind of cultural aspect where we try to tap into that traditional aspect or to try to preserve the culture in some form or tangible way. But at the same time, the Plymouth Juve is basically the catalyst for raising funds for the charity. So it's always a positive outlook, is always something that we try to benefit the cultural industry or benefit the community at an idea where we try to assist where possible.
All right, certainly having that impact there. I can't have you on and not ask, beyond the charity drive, and we're talking entertainment side now, culture and so on, what can persons look forward to in terms of upcoming once again? What's the future prospects?
Well, we might just have to stay tuned, sometimes we might just look online and you see something pops up. So we just probably have to stay tuned, Ari always brings something very innovative, very fresh. Not the the usual entertainment or not the usual parties, So we always try to give you a blend that something is unique that you feel that you're a part of, and then you feel even a part of the process and you can enjoy. We always try to give you money's worth of value for money at the end of the day.
And commendable indeed. And I had to talk about the experience in itself. This year you had a mix. By the time you got to the after Juve, the trek and so on, and you enter into the area and you say, right, I would just get breakfast. But there was massage, there was opportunities to take a little, you know what I mean, the mist on you. Tell me a little bit about that experience in itself, the kind of effort put into planning these initiatives and so on.
Yeah, well, the thing about it, that's the thing to where that you always have to be innovative. You always have to bring something different because at the end of the day, if it's where that every year, it's, you get probably maybe a different theme or something like that. You don't want persons to get complacent or even get bored. So we always try to up the level at some form or way because it's usually during the heritage season. So you want to also not just bring value to the band, but bring value to the heritage and bring value to the island. So we always try to give persons something that they would enjoy and would experience because for us, it's all about the experience.
Excellent. Just before we go, I want to get your feedback as well. What has the response been like from recipients over the years? Those different families that you've been able to touch and to continue to connect with each and every year?
Persons are grateful. Persons are very grateful. Sometimes where that, they don't expect that, that level of assistance to be done. So it's sometimes very touching where because you never know. This could have been you in that position. So we always try to see where we could help or even can assist, even though we probably meet the quota or the max. Sometimes it's the last minute we try to deal with person because you don't want to turn way back anyone. So we always try to assist when need be, and hopefully for the upcoming years we could make it even bigger and better.
Excellent. All right. Anything else you'd like to share before we close this morning with our viewers and listeners here on Tobago Updates?
Yeah. So the charity initiative happens today, Shore Park at 5 p.m. So if the general public, if you want to attend, it's up to you. So.
All right, and I want to add in, folks, walk with something. A little goes a very long way. Kleon knows that, and I've given my commitment again, continuing to give that financial contribution each and every year to the initiative. Excellent work being done. I know when I'm partying with Kleon and Ari Promotions, are having a good time. I don't know, similarly, that I have an opportunity to be able to give back directly to help others in need. So I want to encourage for you in the same way, folks. You know how to reach out. He made mention of a number of committee members. You want to be able to help and you want to be able to provide that support, reach out to them, because even past the happenings today, you connect with them at Shaw Park, but even past today, understand that the demands and the requests will continue to come in for those who are in need. So if you're in a position to be able to help in some way, form, or fashion, it's safe to say, clear, nothing is too little.
No,
nothing is too little at all in terms of making that contribution. Thank you very much again, Kleon McPherson, the CEO and founder of Ari Promotions, for joining us here on set. The 8th annual charity initiative takes place this evening at Shaw Park from 5 p.m. and he has extended the invitation far and wide for all to join. So certainly we look forward to that support. All right, and we head on to the live very quickly before we close this morning. I see we have in the mix Selma Lashley, Julia Brown, Russell Morrison, Eden Rivers, Loris Moore, Sharon Mills, Marilyn Spence, Joe Field in the mix this morning. I'm seeing as well in the lineup Giselle Balfour, Aku George. Good morning to each and every one of you. Yes, our very own Rhea Richardson George. Good morning to you as well, Rhea, on the outside there. Looking forward to having you back home soon enough. All right, but certainly do enjoy that time out. I trust that it's a productive one out there. All right, so viewers, we want to thank you so much, each and every one of you continuing to choose the Tobago Updates morning show each and every day. We want to thank you so much. We've come to the end of this morning show, but we're inviting you to stay tuned because we're heading straight into Tobago Notes that will come forward, and this will be followed by Good Morning Tobago. So bye-bye for now.